Yo guys, what is going on? It's Psycho from Psycho Sibs Gaming, and a lot of you are probably wondering, but hey Psycho, isn't there a brand new prize map with like a new legendary upgrade? And also, what about the Spongebob series? Why are you playing Minecraft? Well, the truth is, I have been hopelessly addicted to Minecraft lately. I've got a realm with quite a few friends of mine, and we've been grinding it out pretty hard since the Nether update. So, with that being said, I play a lot of Minecraft. It's kind of my relaxing game. I play it offline, but I figured today it'd be kind of cool if I just showed you guys my world so you know what I've been up to in all this off time. And with that all being said, we will resume the normal schedule starting tomorrow with the weekly character challenge guides where I'll go over the hardest challenges for all 4 characters in the month of July. And the SpongeBob videos will be back on rotation starting on Wednesday. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's take a little tour of what I've been doing the past month and a half or so. And the truth is, a lot of what I've done is all in this one centralized area that we were just standing on. This is my mega base. It is a pretty gigantic structure. I actually made this pretty early game, so yes, I am playing on survival only. But the idea behind the mega base was that I wanted a space within render distance that could activate all of my automatic farms at once. So when I was working on one farm, all of the other ones would be running in the background because as you guys could probably guess, you know how analytical and technical I am with Battle for Neighborville. In Minecraft, I love my redstone and my automatic farm, so a lot of today will just be going through and showing you what I've all had built. And like I mentioned earlier, this realm hasn't been up for super long, and obviously I don't put a ton of time into it because I'm mostly making Battle for Neighborville videos and content. But yeah, I have put a decent amount of work in, and we can talk about more as we go on. So first things first, I got some sheep here. Very important with the Nether update. You gotta have beds. I have another automatic sheep farm a little later. I'll show you. Moving on to this corner, we have a villager breeder. So I guess a little bit about the structure of this base. So obviously it's pretty symmetrical. It's got these 4 kind of big wide open pillars on each corner of it, and that's where I put the farms. So the farms go on each corner of the base. There are 3 levels to this base, and each level will have a farm on each corner. So it's kind of confusing, but that's how it works. So right underneath the villager breeder, we have the villager trading hall. I've been messing around with the bed placement to try and get iron golems to spawn, but so far we have mostly farming villagers. That'll get us 40 emeralds for trading in melons, and we also have some librarians. Most importantly, we got that librarian giving us mending, which is absolutely incredible. The other 2 give us efficiency 4 and unbreaking. So we'll head back up to the top here. As you can see, I still have a lot of work to do. I really built the shell first, and that took me a long time because this is made out of smooth stone and concrete. But yeah, we're going to hop up here, and we'll go to one of the mob farms that I built. So I built this way up above my base. It's kind of ugly looking, I recognize that, but this is not as planned. Let me just break that. As you can tell, I have not had the Elytra for very long. I think I just got it a couple days ago. So I'm still getting used to the flying mechanics. This is the first time I've ever actually had one in Minecraft, and I've never really been able to fly. But basically, this is my mob farm, so this is my main source of gunpowder right now. It is not a creeper-only farm. I may add some trapdoors in to make it a creeper-only farm, but right now skeletons can spawn as well. But, you know, bone meal is pretty useful, so we'll see whether or not I turn it into a creeper-only farm. But as you guys can see here, so I just swapped the difficulty onto hard so the mobs spawn faster, and they rain down pretty good out of this thing. So it does drop them 22 blocks, so I could punch them in one hit. Usually I just take my looting 3 mending netherite sword and just whack at them, so we get all of those nice drops. And we definitely need a lot of gunpowder because we now have the ability to fly. Speaking of which, let's jump off the edge here and hover over to some of the other buildings in this area. I'll show you this house right here. This is actually what we're going to go to is my very first house. So I made this. It only lasted a few weeks before I gutted it out and replaced it with the giant base. But essentially this is, yeah, it's like a weird natural looking room. But anyways, that is a house of one of the members on the realm. There's another house, and I might as well go fly over and show you. I'm not going to actually go into their houses or anything like that. It's none of none of my business. But this house over here, it's kind of like a Viking longboat, is the house of someone else. I'm not, I'm not saying anything, comparing their bases to mine. I'm not saying, bigger is better or anything, but I've definitely put a little more time into this realm. Granted, I am the owner. So next up, we'll take a peek at another one of my farms. This is my automatic melon farm. As you can see, it is just chucking out melons. This is great because I use this to trade with the villagers. I think I mentioned earlier, every time I trade melons with my villagers, I get approximately 40 emeralds back, which is great. Here's my chest storage area, inspired by the new Nether update to some extent. I've got chests all over the place. I've also got some decent netherite tools. Obviously, I haven't done too much netherite mining because I don't have full netherite armor yet. But my chest area is pretty stacked. Got that ender chest, got those shulker boxes. This has been my first time ever using shulker boxes just within the past couple of days. And I gotta say, they're so nice. Also, absolutely loaded on the mob drops. That's all from piglin trading. The piglin trading is just so overpowered right now, especially in Bedrock where it's like super glitched out. And this is my small automatic sheep shearing farm. I've only got 4 sheep set up. I plan to get more, but it's putting out a good amount of wool. I also plan on dyeing them later on so I can just get a bunch of every single type of color of wool, and then we can make some art. And as you can see, I have plenty of space to add in more farms. But for now, we are going to head to the bottom of the base, which I just started renovating. And as you can see, guys, this looks pretty epic. So the entire bottom half of my base is going to be nether themed. So I got that cool gilded blackstone, that crying obsidian, got some nice basalt pillars. And obviously, it's pretty empty right now. Like I said, I was just working on this recently. I'm definitely going to add some lights onto the wall. Probably shroom lights, maybe covered in iron bars. And who knows? I don't know. I still have a lot to go. Also, Soul Speed 3, very epic. And this contraption here is by far my favorite farm out of all of them. I just made it a few days ago. This is a zombie piglin XP and gold farm. This thing absolutely cranks. I'll chuck it on hard mode real quick. Hopefully I don't get attacked by mobs because my lighting is pretty bad right now. But I'll grab this observer out of my chest, break this block here, place the observer to create a little redstone clock. And as you can see, what happens here is the portal flicks on and off really quickly, and that actually spawns in zombie piglins. So, I mean, you can go ahead and find this on YouTube somewhere. There's like a million tutorials on how to make this. My guess on how this works is there's got to be like a certain % chance that a zombie piglin will spawn in when you turn a portal on. So essentially just turning the portal on and off allows them to spawn in really quick. So as you can see here, they just fall down to the bottom of the chute. We've got a little furnace chamber set up, but I'll show you how this all works. So the zombie piglins get funneled down to the bottom here. They drop 22 blocks, which I don't even know if that's the correct height for them, but basically I just beat them up. I'll either beat them up with my tools that I need mended, so like I'll actually hit them with the pickaxe to mend it. And then when you get the swords, you can just disenchant the sword to get XP back. And you can also chuck the swords then into this chest up here, which will smelt them into gold ingots and put them in that chest. Apparently someone has stolen all my gold, of course. And then I've got a little incinerator there, but it's a pretty good method. This is how I mend all of my tools now that I have mending books. It's really great. If I want a lot of gold drops to trade with the piglins, then I'll swap and use my looting 3 sword. But overall, good way to go. Alright, so let me just get a good looking thumbnail here. Oh, that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. Have you noticed that when you use soul speed, it like zooms out your field of view? I think that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think what we'll do next is, like I said, I just worked on this, so I don't have any doors in. But basically, I still have a couple more farms to show off. So my next one here is my automatic sugarcane farm. This is because I need paper to make rockets. And, I mean, it's a pretty small scale one. I went a lot for the aesthetic look here with the whole boardwalk theme. The pond was already in place, so I decided to run with it. But it puts a decent amount out. So this one over here is a micro farm. And this thing absolutely cranks. So I'll show you real quick. I actually don't have any vegetables on me. Also, this was my old concrete farm, but that's broken now. Let me go grab some potatoes and come back. Actually, hold on, wait. There's one more farm on the other side, which I'll have to break through to go get to. And that's over here. This is my sweet berry farm. I've got one little poor fox trapped in there. He doesn't produce super fast, but I mean, that's more sweet berries than I'll ever need probably. So he's doing all right. So for those of you who have never seen a micro farm run, this thing is pretty insane. It's extremely helpful when I just need a couple stacks of food, maybe to trade with a villager, or I'll actually toss them to the villagers so they'll breed, or anything else like that. You can also do hay in this, which is great because then you can use it for animal breeding, and overall this is just a really nice compact design. Obviously the downfall is that you need quite a lot of bone meal to run it. I mean, you can run it a lot once you fill it all up with bone meal, and bone meal really isn't that hard to come by anymore, so I don't think it's that big of an issue. Anyways, guys, that about wraps up my Minecraft World Tour. I hope you guys found this pretty cool. I just thought it'd be neat to share with you what I've been working on lately, and I promise we'll get back to our regular schedule starting tomorrow. With that all being said, thank you so much for watching. See you next time, and game on, gamers.